and it's right at like a pretty solid AOI as well. So I don't want to be taking longs in that super downtrend, but I don't want to be taking shorts because it's a bit too low. So I'm just confused right now. Is it good?
Good morning, YouTube. Alright. Oops. So, I think I'm just gonna hop right into it. As always, I'm just gonna explain my strategy first, go through the top-down analysis for the day, what I think about it, and what we're gonna be looking for. So, my strategy is based off 5 rules. One is overall higher time frame direction. Is it bearish? Is it bullish? Right now, you can see gold is pretty bearish. We've had a couple days bearish, so probably gonna be looking for sells. 2 is areas of interest. These just let me know where I can be expecting price to react to, because it's reacted to it in the past before. So if I'm trying to look for a buy, I'm going to be looking at it for around this level. If I'm going to look for a sell, I'm going to be looking at it for something like up here. 3 is my entry. I have to make sure it's a change of character. Something like this. That lets me know that if we're overall bearish and we got a pullback up, that lets me know that the momentum died and that we're going to start changing. And then 4 is a higher time frame. Higher time frame setup. This lets me know that not only 1 minute agrees, but that overall a higher time frame direction agrees. You know, this lets me know that what I should be looking for on higher time frames in order to figure out what it wants to do there. And then the 5th is DXY. DXY is the best thing ever if you're trading gold. It lets you know if your trade is going to play out, if it's going to work. It makes the win rate go up so much more. If you're not using DXY, you're crazy. So I feel like everyone who watches me knows that, though. Yeah, these are the 5 basic steps to my strategy. Now going to the top-down analysis. Let me remove all my drawings so I can remark up. Starting on the daily and going down. Let's see, we got a clear level up here because of this daily close. And open right here. Going down, I think we might have something about right here. Going up, we have some daily levels around here. I'm actually going to make this one a zone. It's actually a pretty big zone. I'm going to extend this down just a little bit. Nice, and then looks pretty good for the daily, going down to 4 hour. Going to 4 hour, you can see we've had recent resist closes around here. Let's see, same on the 4 hour right here. It looks pretty good. Going up, I'm probably going to put one right in here. There's nothing really in the middle on 4 hour. I think that looks pretty good though. 2 hour. 2 hour looks pretty decent. Let's see. I'll put a zone right here. I don't think I see too much else to mark up for 2 hour. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, 1 hour. What's happened on the 1 hour? We do have some levels right here for the 1 hour. I'm going to make this line a little darker though, just because I don't care about it that much, because it is 1 hour. We also got yeah, that looks pretty good. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, nothing is unique. Alright, so that's the markup for the day probably. If we continue lower, I'll remark up and go farther down below this. But I think that's all I'm really looking at as far as stuff right here. Yeah, I'll mark up below this if it comes down. But let's see what's happening. So for the analysis, it's definitely bearish. That is not a question at all, right? We've had the last 3 days of last week bearish. We had that flip the weekly bearish, respecting this range we're in. And so I don't think we're worried about it being bearish at all. I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah, we respected the tops. We closed for the daily. We got a nice top wick. So we may just continue tanking down. And then 4 hour, we got a little pullback around this level. We got the continuation down, breaking below these lows. Now we're just looking at this level. If we were going to react to a price, it would be this level, 100%. So if we are going to flip bullish, it is going to come up from here. But if we do break below this, we can definitely expect to see these levels at least go down to, to this area. So that's the idea. Four hours creating a nice top wick, so that's pretty cool. We're starting to see a 4 hour type 2 form right here, where we got the bearish close below and we got the retest up. Now we're going to get the flip. So that is good to know. 2 hours, something similar as far as what's happening. It looks a lot sloppier though. 1 hour is nothing unique. You do have the same thing for the 1 hour, except you would want a reaction up here, where you got the close below and you get the retest up, flipping. So you probably would want something a little closer, but that's alright. 30 minutes, similar thing. 15 minutes doesn't look that unique as far as any of my setups. 5 minute looks alright. 1 minute looks alright. Yeah, so I think if we want something, it can be a continuation up, tapping this 1 hour, it coming down, retesting. And I think that will be our sell. That will be the sell for the day. And that would be pretty sweet if that does happen. Yeah, 5 minute doesn't have a top wick, so we could possibly expect that continuation. So yeah, that's what we're looking at for the day, is something around this level, a rejection, and I'm probably going to try to hop in a sell. So, do I have a journal? I do. I do have a journal. I'll actually just, I wonder if I can edit my stream. Cannot. So here's what I'll do. I'll post my Discord, and then you can just join it, and I'll give you my link right there. Give you my journal through the Discord. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to open up the stream to Discord now, since we're all done with that. What's up? Did you watch my analysis for the day?
I didn't. I forgot you were streaming.
Yeah, so pretty much I was just saying it's bullish. We're getting nice reactions to a 1 hour level up here, and a 1 hour type 2 level, and a 4 hour type 2 level. And that once we get 1 minute type 3 brick structure, change of character, then we can get into a nice sell.
Yep. Pretty much the same.
We're getting a nice pullback. at the start of this 4 hours, so that's pretty sweet.
Almost no bottom wick as well,
Yeah,
which is a good sign.
it's perfect. This is a really good type 2. Type 2 with no bottom wick. Biggest thing is definitely just that 1 minute shift of structure, change of character.
Would you look for like a break of that like previous low on the 1 minute and then like a retest of the level or something?
Yeah, I wanted to touch that 1 hour type 2. Do you see that?
Yep.
And then from there, break of the low and retest. Yeah, once it touches that, break the 1 minute lows, then retest off of it. I honestly might just get into a sell during this 1 hour. If what's DXY looking like?
It's dropping right now. Well, dropping. It's a big word, but like ranging, I guess.
Yeah, it's ranging a little bit. It's pretty dang bullish though, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on DXY, if we get a decently strong, I need to mark up DXY. Let's mark up DXY now. Let's see. Got some daily rejections around here. This is probably a zone. What else do we got? Some rejections up high right here. Four hour, we got some lows right here. Yep, 2 hour DXY markup. Yeah, DXY is just at an area right now, so if it breaks past this area, starts going bullish, it's gonna look like a pretty good sell on gold. Yeah, it's got this to break through and continue to up here in these levels. So that would be pretty cool. Oh, and DXY is looking like it's flipping. We are getting a pretty good bullish candle.
This one. Yep. Yep.
Okay, only thing I'm worried about is if this is our 1 minute high, our stop goes above that, right? So I'm worried that if I get into a trade based off this break of structure, that it's gonna go back up and touch the 1 hour type 1. You know what I mean? But I mean, I think I'll take it anyways. I think this could be a nice trade. To be fair, this is a 1 hour type. I mean, this is like a just a wick fill, so it doesn't need to react up there. Also depends what DXY is doing. DXY hasn't broken highs yet, but once it does, I'll be a lot happier getting in this trade.
Do you count the 2397 almost on the dot, the low?
2397.
Like
Yeah.
those wicks there.
Yeah.
Low I'm waiting for as well.
For like the break of the low?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're waiting for. Break of those 1 minute lows. If it doesn't break it, then we might just be waiting for more of a type 3. A better one.
Yeah, at least it's like building structure, which is only a bit nicer, I feel like.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
Push DXY still ranging.
Yeah, it needs to break out of this little range before I get into this trade. I think it. If there's a smaller time frame setup, maybe I'll get into it. Only wins this week. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So if this doesn't end up looking nicer, then I might not take it.
Yeah. Looking like DXY is still ranging and gold starting to push up again.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like if it's a type 3, it's gonna be like pretty scuffed, I feel like. Because it wasn't like that impulsive. Right now it's like flipping, but
It's not the worst setup, but I don't think it's the best. Yeah. I think we could just wait for more confirmations sooner. Like, cause DXY is rejecting off the top of that little range. So maybe we get a better breaker structure. DXY is breaking the lows. It's not a good sign.
Definitely not good.
We want you to go bullish, not bearish.
Yeah, but DXY and gold are not correlating well right now. Both are dumping.
Gold has to catch up eventually, so that means gold is probably gonna continue bullish. Yeah, DXY is not correlating right now, so that means there's probably not going to be a trade happening right now. I think if DXY can break these highs on the 1 minute, I mean, that would be sweet. Gold also has to come back up for a retest at least. Yeah, this isn't looking like a good setup right now. Where'd that's 5-minute type 2 right here. If that'd be any good. Alright, so we are getting, looks like maybe a retest on gold. A 5-minute type 2. And a 4-hour type 2. And a 2-hour type 2.
It'd be nice if we get a good DXY push above those highs.
Yeah. DXY can get there. I'll get in that trade, I think. DXY is trying. It's almost getting there. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to do for stream is talk about what I learned from last week. I guess I can do that some other day. Gold got the 5-minute retest. I'm wondering if I'm
I
gonna
don't like
regret
that type 3. I feel like that type 3 is pretty low quality
I agree.
because of how like rangy it is. Like it's not like a like there was lots of push and pulls
Yeah,
and like
I think here's
I'm
what.
gonna take it.
Yeah, yeah, I probably wouldn't take if I was you too. You like really safe, good setups.
Yeah, it's like a bit lower quality. I wouldn't feel comfortable taking it.
Definitely is a little bit lower quality. I think if I get back up to that level, I'll take it just because DXY is about to break out. So if DXY breaks previous highs, closes above, and we get a retest, I'll take.
Yeah. Watch. I'm gonna be happy to watch. But I think I'm just not gonna take it.
Nah, yeah, be safe, 100%. Let's see, how much do I want to risk this trade? 10%? Yeah, that sounds good.
Share your screen.
I'm on stream.
Well, I'm just gonna watch stream.
Yeah. Can't really stream on Discord and YouTube because it messes up the YouTube quality. Yeah, it may just
mute your stream and hear you talking here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because I wanted to see how bad your MT4 looked.
What do you mean? It looks beautiful.
Beautiful, like the black and green thing. Oh my gosh,
I know, right?
That's
it looks
so beautiful.
It looks so good. I don't know what you're talking about. See what 5 minutes doing. It's not really a 5-minute type 1 anymore. Okay, but still 15-minute type 1. 30-minute did close bullish, which is a little scary. 1 hour, 4 hour. I agree, it's a low quality setup. I just have a feeling about it, and I can't explain why. Oh, DXY is rejecting. Didn't break out of the zone. Never mind. Never mind. DXY never broke out. Gold can tank all it wants. I do not care. Unless DXY breaks out. I don't care, right? I'm not gonna FOMO into this trade, right? I don't want to have to earn my stream win rate. I swear if I didn't have that thing, I'd be taking so many more trades.
The stream.
Yeah, the stream win rate. All DXY has to do is break out of this little spot.
Why do you have like the Alibaba stock thing?
Oh, it's just because my rules are up here. Somewhere. I wrote them somewhere. Maybe I deleted them. I also just teach people on here for some reason. Oh wait, that's not the right one. That's Bitcoin.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Hey, how are you? Yeah, I just have some rules up here. What's up?
How many trades do you do? Per day?
Maybe you're not audible. Wonder. How many trades do I take per day? That's kind of a rough question. I try not to take more than 2 per day, or at least 2 per session, because after 2 per session, I just start getting trigger happy and undisciplined and get into a lot of trades. But I have recently started trading at like around 6:30, taking a break after like from 7:30 to 9. It's like I take a trade right here, and I may take 2 trades during New York. And I've also recently started looking at Asian session. So I'm also starting to think about trading that. So probably not going to ever take more than 2 trades per session though. And then take a couple hour break. Definitely scalp. I can't swing trade. Yeah, swing trading's too hard. Too much psychology goes into it. Too much thinking. At least with the scalping, I only have to manage my emotions for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Nope, I'm not entered.
It looked like a good setup. I just got in on a 15-minute type 1.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, good for you, 100%. Only reason I'm not getting into it is because of DXY. Like, DXY isn't influencing this trade, and I just don't like taking trades where it doesn't. I don't like taking trades when they don't work together.
EP hit. Okay, I'm out. Ooh, that's nice 2R.
Good scalp.
Yep, good scalp. Easy scalp.
3-minute scalp. Pretty sweet.
I don't know if just under 2R with where I got out on a market order. It'll probably keep coming down though.
Yeah, that's a good little scalp.
Probably should have targeted the lows.
It seems better.
From the two trades that you do, Logan, what's the value of the volume input? 0.01.
What's the risk reward?
From the two trades that you do, what's the volume?
Okay, yeah, you're not audible. I'm sorry. It's like every time you talk for the first time, it sounds good, and then after you start talking more, the mic just stops working. Yeah. Oh, what other volumes per trade? Yeah. Of the two trades you do, what other volumes per trade? So, it depends. I usually try to scale down, double down on my position. So, I'll enter with like, if I risk 10%, it's like a 0.01 right now on the small account. But then like, as it continues to go my way, I may add like another 0.01 for like the other half of the trade. Sometimes I get in with the 0.02. It just depends on like how good the trade is, the quality of it. Maximum. Okay, so right now my account is at, I think like $70 because I forgot to close a trade last night. Not last night, Friday. So I lost like $12 by accident. But when my account was at $90 before I lost all that money, I think like 0.03 was my highest. But it also just depends on how much pips. Like, if I have a 10 pip stop loss, that's gonna be at least like 0.05. But most stop losses I think are like 25 pips, so that's enough room to do a 0.02 or a 0.01.
DXY is dropping again.
Yeah, DXY is not looking good for a sell position. Unless you took a 3-minute scalp. The trade did hit 1.5. 5-minute type. So I guess this trade didn't need DXY.
So what was the hourly though? Because it almost looks like on the 1 hour chart it hit a type 2.
Yeah, it was a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour type 2.
Okay, that makes. I was pretty sure, but I was a little on the fence when I took it. But I was
Yeah.
like, 15-minute plus the 1 hour and 2 hour. DXY wasn't. I mean, all day DXY has been going up, but it just, I don't know.
No,
Probably
yeah, I
shouldn't
get
have
it.
taken it, but because it was a quick scalp.
I just literally don't. I don't know. I haven't ever actually taken trades without a DXY confluence, like in the 1 minute part, like the 1 minutes when I'm taking the trade. Actually, doesn't make Tom's win rate go up that much. I mean, you just live
I
and you
think
learn.
it's a general rule where
Yeah.
if you have like what we had 1 hour, 2 hour, 15-minute, that kind of trumps that, or no?
I mean, probably. I just don't know. So like tomorrow, if I see this happen, this setup happen, I may just enter the trade, you know, because like today it worked out.
What journaling's all about, right? More data.
Yep. Nice. You should have held longer. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like since this played out today, tomorrow if I see one, I might just take it. And then if I don't take it and that one plays out, you can bet Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'll take these setups. If DXY doesn't always confluence right now. I think that's a 4-hour flip. Yep. Well, that was probably the setup. Let's see. What all we got is to wait for the probably around 11 now. 11 when the 2-hour candle. The 2-hour candle opens, and it's quite bullish. That'd be pretty good to get into a sell for.
DXY to push up though.
Yeah, that too. If DXY keeps tanking, then it's just I bet
I
gold's
just
gonna
feel like for like
eventually
you
gonna
know
flip.
like you said the like that DXY doesn't change much in Tom's journal, but I just feel like for like an A plus, I feel like DXY is just such a good confluence that I
Yeah.
don't want to like take a trade without it.
I mean, I fully agree. Tom.
Yeah, I don't think it should be ignored at all. I think most of Tom's best trades are the XY confluence, right?
Yeah, I mean, like his only setups where he has 100% win rate have DXY confluence, so it's definitely worth looking at. You know. Like. Yeah, half of his trades have it. Actually, most of his trades have it. Looks like. And then a lot of them don't. I wonder if he takes pictures of his DXY. I'm gonna look at one. Let's see. Oh, this is USD. USJ. No, this is gold. Why does he have USJ here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure DXY helps a lot, but doesn't seem like a make or break for Tom's strategy. The only way to know is to test it out, right?
Yeah.
That means that next time, if this trade comes up, we're gonna take it. Well, I'm gonna take it.
I feel like the type 3 wasn't the best as well.
Yeah, type 3 could have been a little better.
But I'm just very picky. Like 2 trades last week, 2 trades the week before that. Like I take like 7 to 8 trades a month. Maybe it's like 7 to 9, I'd say.
Supreme, have you been able to wake up any earlier?
Nope, that has not been possible at all.
Missed
I've
another
tried
really good
many
setup.
times. There was one this morning.
Oh yeah. And it went on forever. It was a
The worst kind of trades. The ones that drag out, man. I like to know right away.
oh yeah. Well, to be fair, if you did enter this trade, there was like I forget what it was, like a 15 type one right here. And so you would have only been in drawdown for like a little bit, and then you would have got this big bearish push, and you probably would have cashed out right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna still try. I'll try again next week, maybe when I'm a little less busy. I'll start getting back up earlier.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I struggle so hard, man.
It's definitely tough. I remember when I was trying to learn trading, I got told to trade London, which is at 3 a.m. for me. And so I was trying to wake up at 3 a.m. with my best friend, and every single day he would just spam my phone till 5 in the morning till I finally woke up. Just because I could not wake up at that time.
Yeah, that's too hardcore for me, man. 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was tough. One day he actually like came over to my house and threw like water on my face and stuff because I wouldn't be able to wake up. Wasn't able to wake
I
up.
feel like if something can be done in one session, it should be able to be possible to be done in another session, right? Or no?
For the most part, I mean, for the most part, it should be recreatable. I know there's some strategies that aren't, but those strategies also aren't the best. So yeah, this 7 a.m. trade was a 15-minute type 1, yeah, and a 1 hour type something. No, was it 1 hour or was it 2 hour? Oh, 4 hour type 1. Yeah, it was a pretty good trade. What's DXY doing?
DXY is gonna, yeah, it's gonna break, I think.
Push back up. I swear, if we get a DXY breakout of this, that'd be awesome. Alright, if we get this 15-minute to close bearish pretty solid underneath, and we get a DXY breakout, which is starting to reverse again. Anyways, I could see this being a solid break and retest. 15-minute, 30-minute type 2. So what do you trade with Supreme? What's your account look like? Are you doing the flip challenge?
No, so I just started an Apex funded account.
Ooh.
I figured well, I haven't gotten funded yet, obviously. I just started it last week, but it's I don't know. It's one of the cheaper options. It's
Oh
kind
yeah.
of sketch with how they do their trailing drawdowns. That's definitely kind of sketch, which makes it way more difficult than like your average prop firm. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm up pretty good. So basically, you need to make like 20K. There's no time limit. Once you hit 20K, you get funded. There's no phase two, and I'm at 7,000 right now. So
Nice.
um, it's typically like I'm doing around 1,000 to 1,500 risk per trade. I had one of the trades last week where I only risked like $500 just because I wasn't sure of it. It was that pullback on the I don't know if you remember that one where we missed the 9 a.m. open trade where it was like 4-hour type
Oh
one at
yeah.
9 a.m. and it was pushing down. So instead of getting that initial entry on the 4-hour type one, we were able to get the next pullback. I can't remember what it was. I think it may have been like a 15-minute or something like that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, I'm taking about $1,000 risk per trade. I had one trade. My only loss was one where I entered more than one position because my entry wasn't good. So I ended up losing more than that. I think I lost like 2,500 instead of 1,500. So that kind of hurt, but it's still steadily grown. I've been much better about managing risk and picking entries ever since we basically started. Except for today, I guess today you could say it was a little bit like less strict. I just didn't DXY just wasn't correlating with gold at all. So I just
Yeah.
didn't think it was as important because there was no correlation at all this entire morning. So but it's got me using Trade Evade. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
It's got what?
Has me using Trade Evade, which is it's a whole lot nicer than MT4 in my opinion.
Oh yeah. My broker doesn't have that, so I can't use it. Yeah. Was DXY not correlating the whole time? Let's see.
For a good little
Five,
bit. Yeah.
5 to, when is this? What's all time peak? 5 to 8:45. No, it's more like 6 to 8:45. Was bullish. Sometimes you can like tell the delay, like DXY flipped around 6. Gold didn't flip to like 6:50, so there's like an hour delay. It's like you can sometimes tell like that. Let's see. 840 was all-time high. Yeah, it's not really one for one like usual. I did break out and redo a little retest though. Giving gold more reason to go down. Yeah, I think the only other setup that's gonna happen today is probably gonna be around 11. I don't think we're gonna get much of a pullback to get another setup. So maybe if the 2 hour creates a strong top wick, that could be what we look for. Apparently chat is your red-headed stepchild. You leave it neglected. I didn't mean to. I was just not looking at chat. And I do leave it neglected like all the time. I never notice when someone chats on there. Yeah, I can turn music on. Let's see if I can find a good lo-fi playlist. That too loud, husky. How's the business going, Supreme? It's actually perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember this. Gonna have to remember where these volume buttons are. What levels they're at, that way I don't forget.
Sorry, didn't have my phone next to me. It's going good, man. It's going good. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound pretty alright.
One of my guys is working paint correction on cars, so it might be a little background noise.
Yeah, no worries. Nice. So, what do you do with cars? Do you just put like wraps on them, or like what else is there? You paint correction?
Paint corrections, ceramic coatings, yeah.
Just all exterior mostly.
Pretty much, just exterior. We're a ceramic pro dealer, so we're like the go-to shop for the ceramic pro coatings.
Oh,
We do
nice.
a lot of stuff like that. We do a lot of paint protection films, things like that.
That's definitely sounds like one of the funnest businesses to be in. That sounds like pretty enjoyable to do.
It is if you like cars, but it's a lot of detailed, like, tedious work.
Yeah, I think I told you that I ran like a detailing business for a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. I like that little fine work, that detailing stuff. The paying attention to every little thing.
Yeah, it can be fun at times. Sometimes it's not when you got like too much stuff and that you got deadlines and all this crap. Yeah, it depends on the day.
The worst part about working on cars, I think, well, like, at least the exterior, is I guess you do paint correction, so maybe it's not the same for you. But when I was detailing cars, there's always like these nooks in the cars. Like they'd always go through car washes, so they'd have the swirls and need paint correction. And no matter how much you try to clean it, it just doesn't come out. You know, it doesn't fix it.
Yeah. I mean, we get stuff like that. We even get cars that are like, they're so swirled up. And they're only paying for like a 2-step paint correction, but they need like a 3-step.
Yeah.
And you know, it's like, oh man, it's still swirled up, but you know, that's what they're paying for.
Exactly. Like
You want to
it.
go further, but it's like, you can't.
Exactly. You want to do the best job possible, but they're
It's
just not paying what that needs done yet. I just don't understand why people do stuff like that. Like, why do they pay for something that's not going to fix the problem, but make it maybe slightly better? Just fix the problem.
I mean, it'll fix like 90% of the problem. Just,
Yeah.
it is what it is though. I mean, some people cheap out, but I mean, it's not cheap, so I don't.
That's
blame them
true.
on one hand.
That's true, yeah. How long does the process take for like a SUV paint correction? Let's do a 3-step paint correction.
Oh, you're looking at like days. Yeah, like 2 days.
Really?
I mean, if it's a black car, yeah. If it's not a black car,
Yeah.
it's a lot quicker. But black cars need so much more. Unfortunately, the 2 cars that we have, the coating and paint corrections that we're doing right now, only 2 cars, they're both black, so both need more time.
Yeah. You charge more for black ones or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. Not too much more though. We should charge more than that, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I think once day trading kicks off, my best friend's plan for when he gets rich is to do a car rental, like supercar rentals down in Florida.
Yeah, I have a buddy who does that over here in Maryland, and he's loaded. He's got a couple Lambos, couple Rolls Royces. I think he's got like almost 40 cars.
Oh really? That's insane. Yeah. I think it's really cool. I mean, because you get to own like all these cars. They're also a write-off, and like they make their own money back eventually, just because you're renting them out.
Yeah, you basically get to drive a bunch of cool cars for free while making money just doing it.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy, but he's got like he rarely gets to drive any of the cars that he has.
Oh, yeah.
He always booked out, but he spends a lot of money on marketing and all this other stuff. So to ensure that he's always busy.
Yeah, I feel like the legal side is always going to be hard for those businesses. Like, what kind of insurance do they need to to drive one of these? You know?
That's what I don't understand. Like he's constantly getting people breaking the cars and damaging them.
Yeah.
Because he'll have guys with, like, for instance, just recently, one dude rented a Maybach for the day and took it to the club, and his girlfriend found him at the club and went and keyed the whole car up. So it's like, and it's on a matte paint job too. So luckily she only did like one door, but it's still gonna be like $5,000 in damages for a rental that day that only cost like $600-700. It's like you constantly have people destroying and damaging cars and downtime,
Yeah.
and then how does insurance work?
Yeah, it's crazy. Maybe like if they break the car, they just get in debt.
I think
But I mean,
it goes through their insurance first.
oh yeah,
If I remember correctly, they're
you're probably right. Yeah.
supposed to be insured. I don't.
You're probably right. They have to probably contact the insurance, see if they can even, like, qualify for it. Yeah, it's crazy, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. Do you have a dream car?
Not really, man. To be honest, not really.
Yeah. I've never been like a major car guy. All my friends are, so I know just the basics of them pretty much. But like, I don't really have a dream car either. I think throughout school, like I'd be one of those guys who like would just like lease a car or like have one for like a year and try to get a new one and sell that one, the one I currently have.
I don't really like. I mean, we work on so many cool cars. It's kind of like I don't really feel like I have to have something cool. I think I will end up getting an Acura NSX next year, one of the newer ones, just because I think they're gonna appreciate in value. They're pretty cool for what they are, but it's not like your. I don't know. For the cars in that price range, you could have some nicer things, but there's only like
Yeah.
2,800 of them. So Acura had trouble selling them. They were ahead of the time. I think they'll go up in value, just because they're so limited, and most people don't know that.
Yeah, I had no idea that these
Yeah, it would
weren't.
be like the LC500s, because like the Lexus LC500s, Lexus couldn't sell them, only made a couple thousand of them, and now they're worth like $2 to $3 million.
Yeah.
Like 15 years later, because nobody wanted to buy them at the time, and now everyone wants them.
What year are you looking at for these cars that you want?
2018. I'm waiting for them to drop under 100,000. They were 140 last year, and now you can find some for 100. That same car market's tanking. It's just getting destroyed right now. So I'm waiting for the market to keep settling down,
Yeah,
and I'll probably buy one next year.
looks pretty cool actually. The older ones look really cool too.
The old ones are nice. The old ones also go for like over 100 grand in good condition.
Yeah.
You can't get them. They're so rare. But the new one, they actually tried to make it a supercar, and it's got hybrid motors. This was back in 2015 when nobody was doing hybrid, so everyone hated them. All the supercar guys thought it was stupid because it was hybrid. It was V6, twin turbo V6 with hybrid motors in the front, electric motors, and now every supercar is coming out with electric motors.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where the reason nobody got them is because they hated on them, but now that's becoming the average. Acura was just ahead of their time by about a decade. So personally, I think that's going to be a car where you're going to see it 10 years from now. It'll be $500,000 because you can't find them, and it'll be like, oh, that was a classic, that was ahead of its time.
Yeah. That's really good insight actually. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to depreciate, especially if you buy it recently, like you said, since the market's crashing.
You'll at least be able to drive it and sell it hopefully for a little bit more than what you paid for it.
Yeah, my friend who's in the YouTube chat said he just saw one last week.
Yeah, there's only 2,800 of them, including the 350 Type S editions. The Type S editions have only gone up. Those are close to 300,000 now. It was like their final batch they kind of made. I'd love to have one of those, but it's out of the price range. It's outrageous. They want so much money for them. But they're all numbered. Every single car comes numbered. So it's a cool little thing, and then you get like pretty good reliability on them because it's a Honda motor at the end of the day. But all the big car guys hated on them because it was like, what is Acura doing making a supercar?
Yeah, I know pretty much squat about cars. I think it was like 2 years ago. I didn't know the difference between like any car. I thought like every car was just like a Honda or something. And then I got my new friends, and they were all yelling at me, telling me I need to learn about cars, and at least know the difference between like a Mercedes and an Audi.
Yeah, man, there's lots of. I, for the most part, know just about every car that's out there, every brand, every make, every model, because we have to deal with them all the time. People calling, asking for quotes. Got to know every single thing.
Chat says he's a JMD guy. Hyper and supercars don't excite him much. JDM, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, I got a couple guys that work for me that are JDM guys. JDM seems pretty cool, but I'm
Oh,
in the middle.
it's these
I like
ones.
both of them. The Japanese guys.
Yeah. You just broke. That's what I got from that. You either broke or you like building your own cars and fixing them up. You like working on cars. There are some that actually look pretty cool. I'm upset I didn't take that trade, but at the same time, it's like I just have to learn. Just learn from my mistakes. I've never taken a trade that didn't have some sort of DXY confluence. And this one didn't even just not have DXY confluence. It was like downtrending. It was almost going reverse from DXY.
And like gold is just choppy right now.
Yeah. We are kind of in a little bit of a range. That was the 4-hour, 2-hour flip. So, it's going to be hard to get a higher time frame setup now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dip, I think.
Yeah, and we don't have any bullish candles for higher time frame setup. It's going to be pretty tough. JXY is tanking. There was that 30-minute type 2. I could have done a break and retest, but I still gotta just follow my rules and not get too crazy with the trades. Yeah, you're probably not gonna miss anything if you leave now.
Yeah, even if I miss, it's whatever, bro. We still
Yeah.
have 4 days left.
Yeah, whatever. Alright then.
Alright, see y'all.
See you later. Funny being a mod when you're not a trader. Become a day trader then. Get rich.
How's the flipping account going?
Not gonna lie, it's gone pretty bad. So,
What are you at now?
did I tell you that I forgot to close a trade Friday?
No, but I heard you telling somebody else. I think you came back and it was like down like $10 or something crazy.
Yeah, it was down like, I think it was like $13, $15. And so like, I was breaking even for the last 2 weeks because I've been trying to like just fill out my journal and test as much as possible. So last week was pretty break even, but then the last trade I took, it was a winning trade, but I forgot to take my profits, so then I walked away from the computer for 10 minutes and it fully reversed and I lost 15 bucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I had 2 positions open for that, so I doubled down on that one.
So have you thought about doing a funded account versus a flipping account?
Yeah, I actually have. And the only reason I'm trying to do a flipping account is because I want to be able to just say I did it. Like if I don't know, I think I'm just scared of funded challenges, honestly.
I mean, they can mess you up quite a lot if you're like just trying to hit your target or whatever.
Yeah, like I feel like it's mostly a psychology thing. Like I don't think I would blow a funded account by any means, actually. But not just that, but also it's so much research. I don't even know how to do it. Like how do you like even do it? You just buy a funded account and just pick any platform you want to trade on.
They
like
just give you a login. Yep, and you just log in with their login.
And I could just like trade from any platform. Pretty much.
They offer.
I think I'll look into it. I want to see how the rest of this month goes this week. If this week has some upside to it, I'll probably just stick with this, because I mean, really, it doesn't take long at all. Like, did you see Tom's? Like how fast he went to how fast he flipped?
He had one that went on for like 100 days, right?
Yeah, I think one of his first ones he had a really good.
His current ones run pretty quickly.
Yeah, it doesn't take long at all.
Problem is you have to know which ones to enter.
Yeah.
Massive side, so you jump up fast.
Yeah. I was on like a massive win streak, and looking back now, I realize it was a lot of luck. And so yeah, now I'm just trying to make sure I actually am profitable and not just lucky.
Yeah, that's also one of my fears. That it's like, oh, you're just lucky for a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell everyone who like asks me to teach them. I'm like, I can teach you, but I can't teach you how to be profitable because I'm not sure if I actually am yet.
Yeah.
It's like I can't just be profitable for 2 months. I have to be profitable for a whole quarter, a whole year. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like markets change, you know. Maybe I was right just because it was super bullish all the time. And I have buy side, you know, like I like taking buys, but once it goes bearish, I may not be able to take a lot of sells because I just suck at it.
Man, I probably should have just targeted lower lows with my trader area.
I mean,
Look at that.
You said you had a 1 to 2 when you closed?
Yeah, it was still 1 to 2, which was good, but I could have got the 1 to 4 out of it. Oh well.
Yeah, so if you got entered, your stop was around there. This is about a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 for you then right now. Yeah, I don't know. I think I still rely on DXY too much. I think I just need to. I don't know what the balance is because Tom doesn't talk about it that much, you know. Like, talks about gold way more than DXY, but he says he uses DXY just as much as he uses gold.
Sure
Maybe
he
I
does,
should.
but I just don't know to what degree.
Yeah, I think I just need to watch his course videos. I'm still not through all of them yet. I wonder if
Like,
I think
it's not correlating, then like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he says he doesn't use it to get out of trades, but he uses it to get in.
I wonder if I have to pay for the...
Oh, I'm gonna go on mute because I'm about to start working on a car real quick. So
Yep.
I'll catch you later. See something pop up.
Sounds good. I'll see you later.
Yep. Bye.
I was about to say, you can just join Discord if you want, but then I realized you probably can't. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing, right? Like, that's why I didn't take this trade. I don't know the setup by heart. In a restaurant. Ooh, you're eating out? You're getting bougie? Yeah, you set up my whole account. I don't know anything. Anytime I talk to someone about day trading, I tell them every single time, like, I know nothing about getting funded. I know nothing about like how to set up account. I always get asked what broker do I use and like why I chose it. I was like, no idea. Just had good leverage on gold. And so, yeah, I have no idea about anything about broker wise. I'm still never probably going to change. As long as it always pays me out and it doesn't slip me a lot of money, I'll always just stay with this. Yeah, they all suck in their own way. It literally doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's if they don't drip you, that's what I care about. Yeah. Yeah, so far I'm like mastering like taking one trade that I know by heart. So like every day at 6 to 7 there's a setup. And every day from it's usually around 9 to 9:30. 9 to 9:30 is always usually another setup, and often around 11:30 is also another setup. Probably pull up to this range. Yeah, I know, right? It's so awesome. Like I have like this guy always takes trades, and when I don't, and then there's another guy who always takes trades. Like I always take trades, and he never takes the same trades as me. It's like it's funny. When we all agree on a trade, that's usually really good. Yeah, it's awesome that they take their own trades. Like, let's see, let's go back. So I'm doing good. I just don't know how to close a trade. Look, I put 2 positions in. I'm used to just closing one. I closed X for one trade, and then I forgot to close X for the other. I actually would have had a slightly profitable month. Month. Last 2 weeks. Actually, the month hasn't ended, but I would have been profitable at the end of 2 weeks if I didn't mess up like that. So that was funny. It's also funny you say that because I actually have an issue when I'm in a winning trade to close too early. Like half the trades I've taken in my journal are, okay, so here's my journal. Half the trades I take are setup wins, meaning that they win, you know, just the setup alone wins. If it respects my stop loss and it goes to my TP, it's a setup win. But a management loss is like, did I get in late in the trade? Did I forget to did I close too early in the trade, or did I break even on the trade when I should have held the trade? And more often than not, I either break even too much, or I close like 1-to-1 risk to reward when I could have gone 1-to-2. So like, I have an issue not closing trades because I forget, and I have an issue closing too early. There was like 2 trades last week I closed when I was taking a small loss. When both of these, like, I'm pretty sure were, no, sorry. There was 2 trades I took that was a loss, a small loss, but the setup won. It's like, I just need to hold it, yeah. It's just a psychology thing. So it's like, yeah, like you can see over here, management loss, because I closed 1-to-1 risk reward, but it was a setup win. Another one right here, management loss, setup win, just because I managed it wrong. I closed my trade when I shouldn't have. That's all it was. Yeah. I do got the entries down, that is true. So yeah, I have 2 rules. This focus on closing in your set, yeah. So I have 2 rules going into this week, learning from last week. One, since I closed a lot of trades too early, I'm not allowed to close a trade unless it's either hit full TP or full stop loss. And then I had a second rule, I forget what it was. Yeah, mainly just that one, I guess. So I can't close a trade at all early. Oh yeah, that's the other one. I relied too much on setups, like trying to align as many time frames as possible, and that's not bad, of course. But I relied on that way more than I relied on other things, like overall trend. Like if it's very bearish, it doesn't matter if the 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour all have it set up, just because it's probably gonna go work out, you know. Or like if DXY is like really confluencing very nicely, then it doesn't matter how much setups I have. So like a lot of things like that. That's another rule. Yeah, it's about learning slowly. Like today, this was the first time, like, the first time I've seen a setup in New York work out with DXY being confluence. Like, here it was bearish, meaning gold had to be bullish. So if I took a trade, you know, whenever this was bearish, it was supposed to go bullish like this. And there was also a 1-hour type 1, so it was supposed to come up here, so. But like today is the first day I've seen that happen, so if I notice in the future that DXY isn't confluencing, like tomorrow, I may just take the trade. So yeah, I just have to learn, that's all. So far, the most consistent trade I've been doing is the 7 a.m. Like, it's so good. Let's see, 7 a.m. there. I don't think there was really one around here. I mean, there technically was, but it wasn't a good one. $7 a.m. Got another one right here. Yeah, exactly. I think the hardest part isn't actually trading itself. Because, I mean, like, I can learn from today. Like, I already know where a lot of setups are, you know? I already see a lot of setups. Another 7 a.m. trade. The issue is that $7 a.m. trade. The issue is that stream. Stream is boring if you don't take a trade. So that's the annoying part. Like if I don't take a trade with stream, it gets really boring because then there's just nothing to really talk about or do. So I have to come up with ways to think about that and what I want to do different. Another 7 a.m. No, stream doesn't make me money yet, but stream can make me money. Yeah. Well, I don't want it to affect my trading, obviously. I'm not going to take trades just for stream. Actually, that's a lie. I was thinking about doing bets, like, for stream, I know there's a feature on Twitch, but I don't think there is on YouTube, where you can, like, people can get bits and use those bits to buy things. I don't know, I have to look it up. But I was thinking about taking one trade a day, like, just a random time, and people voting if they want me to do polls. I can do polls, and people vote if they want me to take a win or a sell. And if they win, like a buy or sell, and if they guess right, then they can get a reward of some sort. But the issue is it's kind of hard to do that with YouTube.
What's up, man? What's up, guys?
What's up, Mitch?
What a day.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, just long day of trading.
Did you trade Asian?
Since Asia.
Wow,
Yeah,
so you went through
and
Asian, London.
and New York.
Wow. Did you take trades?
Yeah. I'm done now.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you,
Well, I take breaks between and everything.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to start doing something similar. I think... Okay, so I sleep during London session. I go to bed, I think.
So
Yeah,
you trade Asia and New York?
Yeah, so I think I'm going to start trading Asia and New York and late London. So, like, I've noticed... Do you trade Tom strategy? I forget.
I do, yeah, a bit of Tom's and another different strategy. I incorporate both.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've noticed around a 2-hour candle open, it's 1 hour before New York starts, New York open. There's usually a setup for Tom's strategy. And yeah, I've been waking up for that. So
2
I've been
hours before.
1 hour before. It's a 2-hour open candle.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. It's like price always does a pullback around that time and then continues down in the overall direction.
Is this the New York or the Asia session?
This right now?
Oh, it's the New York session.
Yeah, this is New York.
Talking about Tom's. Nice.
Yeah. Like 1 hour before New York opens, there's a Tom's set up every single time.
Back tested this too, or is it just recent?
I've back tested it, yeah. I've back tested and just forward tested. Every single day there's almost a setup, and I've started working up for them.
You're talking about Type 3
Yeah,
incorporated confluence with Type 1 and Type 2.
yep,
on the higher
exactly.
time frame. Nice, nice,
Today had such a good one.
nice, man. And this is on gold, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice, man. Like what you're doing, man. YouTube and wanting to help people and make a difference.
Yeah, I'm trying. I kind of got a little lazied out for the YouTube for a second.
That's alright.
It's just hard. Yeah. Have you done any content creation before?
You know, I was gonna pursue it at one point a few years ago. Because, you know, I was gonna pursue on things that I enjoy and like and would be a hit, I knew, because I'm in Japan. I'm mixed Japanese.
Oh yeah.
And I love the history of Bushido and samurai culture and the Zen culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to pursue that as a content creation and just Japanese culture in general. But yeah, I kind of decided that I'll try and keep this brief. I don't really care about the attention much.
Yeah.
I don't really I just kind of didn't feel, you know, this is me personally. Everybody else, and if you, of course, if you want to, you know, go for it, more power to you. But I guess me putting my face all over the internet and, you know, just to mix with AI and all these scams, and I already get a lot of attention because I don't look typically Asian. I'm very mixed. So I don't really care about much of attention as much. Kind of overrated, actually, personally, from my experience.
No, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to be a trader. And I'm naturally introverted, so, you know, all these things added up, and I was like, you know what, I'd rather just be alone, you know, just under the radar.
Yeah, I get it. I was kind of having, that's always the hard part about getting into it, is you always just feel weird in front of a camera, and you just, it's like you like the idea, but once it actually comes down to it, you don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, yeah, I just didn't feel my soul just, and you know, and you have to keep up with the content and the followers. And, I mean, it's a full-time, you know, it's a full-time thing. So,
Yeah.
but if you're passionate about it, I believe, you know, that fire will keep you going, me going. But I knew the passion would have dwindled.
YouTube says that you could do English dub for anime. Yeah, I said you have such a good voice for English dub. That'd be cool.
Oh, thank you. You complimenting my voice. Likewise, your voice is like your voice too. Good. You have like a very calm, like mellow
Yeah.
vibe.
Thank you. Yeah, that means a lot. But sadly, I think YouTube likes live streaming likes the opposite. They like those ones who bark and it's all crazy.
Yeah. They do. They really do.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
With anime,
Yeah.
Not my thing right now.
You grew up with what?
Anime. Anime.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love anime so much. I've been.
Hey man, respect.
At first, I thought it was like really cringe when I was a kid, just because all the Like, you know the stereotype anime kids, right?
Mm,
Where they like, I don't know.
they come here. I know them. Yes. You programmer just here, mate.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. They made me get a bad taste, a bad idea for it. So I never gave it a chance, but once I met someone who actually did watch it and showed me a good one, I got hooked.
what did that person show you?
Okay, so it's stereotypical. It's a first anime for many people, and it's not the best one, but I get a lot of hate for it, but it's sort of online.
Yeah, man, I won't judge.
Like,
I'm curious.
it's definitely, I understand why people give it a lot of hate, but I mean, it's a good first anime in my opinion. It's, you know, it's an isekai, so people can like, it takes them out of their world into another one, and it's just easy to get sucked into. Yeah, since then I've seen like almost everything but like the classics like Gintama and like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, stuff like that.
Mm.
But I've seen all the newer stuff for sure.
Nice, man.
Alright,
Hey, you know, like
yeah.
that's what you enjoy. Like, who's to judge that, man?
Yeah. What do you watch?
So, as I said, personally, yeah, I grew up around it, you know, and I was definitely into some of them. But I was really into like, obviously Conan, Detective Conan, I guess it's
Oh yeah.
said in English. Are you aware of that one?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just have an issue with older anime. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just hard for me to get watching them. To start watching them.
I know.
But yeah, I've
Dragon
seen that.
Ball,
Yeah.
definitely grew up with that. I didn't really get into Naruto as much, but it was around me, so I know the story.
Mhm. One Piece?
Grew up with a bit of One Piece, but also I just kind of liked a little bit of the nuance to just not as popular ones. I got into this one called Blackjack, which is a surgeon. He's a doctor surgeon, incredible surgeon.
Oh yeah.
He had an accident and he had to have surgery. Like he had an accident explosion and his skin was like all like burnt, and he had like 100 stitches or something, and it's like he has a scar around his face, and it's like he looks really cool.
Uh-huh.
Like kind of like Cruella de Vil hair, black and white, but
Yeah.
just this weird, quirky anime that I got into for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The popular ones, you know, I was into it, but I was just kind of into other things, you know.
yeah. Yeah.
I grew up where we didn't have internet yet, you know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
You said
internet
yeah.
came about when I was like 7,
That's right. Yeah.
8-ish. Yeah, so I didn't grow up with a phone. So I was going out with my bike, like I was going to my bike, you know, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. Living the good life
We
before
were playing
internet.
with cards.
Yeah.
Yes, we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards.
Mhm.
And that was kind of our thing. And we would buy manga and stuff, but we didn't have much money. So my sister, she would buy the manga. She was into manga as well.
Yeah.
And she was into Detective Conan, so that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some. I think I watched like the first 3 episodes of that. Yeah. It's just. I
And
think
that's also another thing. I actually read. I didn't watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. That does make a difference.
Yeah. A little bit of Dragon Ball, but I was more into like manga.
Yeah, I think the only older animes I've seen is Hunter x Hunter, Fairy Tail. I got through the first 2 seasons of One Piece so far. And then
Okay.
I think those are all the old ones. I might be missing 1 or 2, but Anything else, it's just all new gen, the new generation of anime.
Yeah. Yeah, they're constantly coming out, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how there's so many.
I mean, it's a very respected job here, you know, very tough. Oof,
Yeah.
to create anime competition. But yeah, that kind of drive and competition, and they can, you know, really bring out a lot of new content, you know,
Mm-hmm.
good or bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people who watch anime. It's 33% of Americans watch anime. So I mean, and I'm sure like almost all of Japan watches anime.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. A lot, you know, there are the otaku,
Yeah.
the otaku is, you know, that
Yeah.
term,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the hardcore ones. But then there are ones who are just, there's quite a few, including myself, where we grew up around it. We couldn't escape it. It's
Yeah.
just, it's our culture. And
Yeah.
we liked a few different things. But now we don't as much. That depends on the person, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Ever interested in coming to Japan?
I actually do. I actually am. Okay. I think the biggest issue is that it's just culture. Like, I feel like I'm going to be such a whitewashed American. I'm just going to not respect a lot of the culture by accident.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
man. It's all you.
If I do, I'm
Now,
definitely
if
going
you
to...
act like a dumbass, sure.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. 100%.
If you're respectful, you know.
I think I'm going to go for
Good.
the more tourist spots first, and then once I get the hang of it, the feel of it, I'll be comfortable going to other places. But my ultimate goal is to actually see the countryside of Japan and just see like a lot of the life without the internet and the electronics. But it's going to also be
I'm
hard to
looking at
do that.
Osaka right now.
Oh, yeah?
So if you're ever
That's
in
cool.
the area, give me a shout.
I definitely will. Like, once in a couple years or so, maybe even next year, I might just actually just hit you up randomly.
Yeah, man.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I was born in mostly in Kyoto. So that's kind of Kyoto and Osaka and Nara is my hometown. It's my grounds.
Yeah. Is this
Region.
Tokyo is bigger than Osaka, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tokyo is in the Kanto region, which is kind of the sort of neck chest of the dragon, and then Kansai is more the belly. Kanto is where Tokyo is, sorry. Chiba, Yokohama, Kanagawa, Tokyo, kind of the Kanto region. And Kansai region is like Kyoto, Osaka, Nara, Togo, where Kobe, Kobe Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah.
That's the capital of Hyogo Prefecture.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously other prefectures, but those are the main popular ones.
Yeah, I think I only know really Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, and Tokyo. I think those are like the only 4 spots I can think of off the top of my head in Japan.
That's all right, man. Where are you residing right now?
I'm in the East Coast of the U.S. Yeah, I'm in a small state called West Virginia. Actually, it doesn't
West Virginia.
look that small, but yeah, the popular song. Yeah, that's like the only way people.
Is that it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm surprised you know that. That's the only way people know anything about West Virginia, and it's funny.
Pretty much, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that's all I fucking know.
I mean, there's not much else to know. We have a couple mountains. That's it.
Fair enough. That's you. That's your raised.
Yep, born and raised there. It's pretty sweet. I like it because it's not. It's the good mix of like it's a good number of people. You're not like everyone knows each other, but it's not so little that you feel reserved. If that makes sense. You don't have a sheltered life here,
Nice.
so it's a good
It
in
depends
between.
where, right? You know.
Yeah, it does
the
depend where. Yeah,
States really large. Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
I mean, plus you have the
I've
beach like
visited
4
a
hours
few
away.
states, but not Virginia. Ah, nice. Yeah, you're on the coast. That's
Yeah. What states have you visited?
I thought Minnesota.
Yeah.
Only reason is because I went to international school for half of my life here,
Oh, cool.
and my classmate was half Japanese, half American, US, and
Uh-huh.
so his mom was from Minnesota, and we were like 14 or 15, and he did like a boys camp. Yeah, I'm talking like outdoor hunting, you know, sailing, horseback,
Oh, wow.
archery, rifle. Yeah, in the countryside of Minnesota, and he went like every summer, and he was like telling me about it, and I was like, dude, I want to go, you know. So he invited me, and I went there for a month, and it was awesome.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds awesome. I'm jealous of
I
that
also
even.
went to California.
Oh, yeah. That's cool. My parents are originally from there, so
California.
yeah, my parents both lived there and then they moved.
Moved
I'm actually
all the way to the opposite. Wow.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go visit there in a month, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
You've obviously been there before, right? Because you got
Nope.
relatives.
You'd think so. You'd think
Oh,
I'd
shit.
go see my relatives sometime, but this is the first time I'm gonna
I
see
mean,
them
it
in
is.
California.
It's fucking far, right?
Yeah, that is fair. It is far, but yeah, that is a good point.
I mean, think about what you have. You said you have 3 siblings, right?
Uh-huh.
4 of you plus your parents. That's trying to get all the way. That's it's a hefty ticket, right?
Yeah, plus we do take care of my grandma, so yeah,
She's
that
over
is true.
in Virginia.
Yeah, she moved with us. But yep.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I think Japan. There's places I want to go inside the United States. I want to know my country better before I go to lots of other ones. Well, I want to travel the world, right? But I want to know, like, might as well start with the United States since I live here. And then I think it's definitely Japan next.
Well,
Yeah.
the yen is very weak. It's the weakest it's been in 34 years.
Yeah.
So,
How does that like affect Japan? Like, do you guys actually notice it when you
man.
buy stuff?
Yeah, inflation's hitting a bit, but it's kind of like fluctuating now. It's kind of up and down. It was climbing and then it went down a bit. And recently, the what was it? I can't remember which news event it was. I think it was consumer sentiment or PMI, whatever. So one of the events just massively made the DXY and dollar weaker, and then the Japanese yen went a bit stronger, but it's kind of slowly returning back to, well, still alright. But yeah, stuff like like food and stuff is just a little bit on the rise, but it's more just like going overseas is rough. I mean, the yen is so weak.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I did pop over to Vietnam in the winter time, and it was all right. Like a month and a half. Vietnam's cheap already, so that was okay, and it's only like 5 hours away. So, but other than that, I'm kind of waiting until the end gets better.
I thought I knew where Vietnam was. It's next to Taiwan somewhere, right? Oh, it's just underneath a little bit. Yeah, I see. Yeah, the Philippines underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Oh man, you gotta check out Southeast Asia too, whenever you can.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think it's
I
probably
think
gonna.
it's so good.
I want to go to China,
Got
but
it.
here's the issue. Like, I don't know how China is as a country, and I've heard lots of bad things, and I'm not sure if it's just because like I'm American and Americans are stupid or what.
Mm. Well, I don't know what you've heard, but yeah, it's pretty draconian there. But obviously they have a program steered toward tourism, of course. But it's their rules, their house. They
Yeah.
have to get a QR code, all your information in there, fingerprints, face, and you're in their system. Once you're there, you go there, you're in their system. You're good.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I went there twice. Went to Beijing
Nice.
and Shanghai before it got all crazy, draconian, too intense. But I don't know.
Mhm.
If you're cool with that, having your, info.
Yeah.
Or
I'm not. I
whatever
don't
say.
think I'm too worried for the most part, but yeah, I think it's definitely Japan
Yeah.
next, then Australia.
Nice.
I want to surf in Australia. I also want to surf in Japan and compare the
nice.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, we got some good waves here. You surf, yeah?
Yeah.
Or,
So I've only learned how to surf behind a boat, so going into some real waves is gonna be
like
different.
wakeboarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't do the ones where your feet are strapped in, but I do it where you actually like surf without
Oh,
your
you
feet
just
strapped
do-
in.
You
Yeah.
just do bare, like your bare feet.
Yeah. Wake surfing.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
just actually surf behind a wave, so I think I can understand how to do regular surfing. The hardest part is gonna be standing up on the board, because I
Yeah.
don't have to do that on a boat.
Right. I would argue that's the most important part of surfing.
Yeah.
Getting up. Getting up on the board. Good times. Yeah, man. Japan is it's a really good place. I would always recommend only come in spring or autumn. What is it called? Fall.
What month is that for you guys?
So every year it's a little bit fluctuates a little bit for like a month, but in springtime the best time would be around March, April, May.
Okay. Yeah.
Those 3 months are the best. And then autumn, some would say September, but sometimes September is really hot because when I say it fluctuates a month sometimes. So
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah.
this year, March was really cold.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't much spring. It was late. Spring was late, so it only started getting warm around April. But then like May and June was also really nice.
Yeah. Don't you guys have like
So if you want to be safe,
50 seasons or something? You guys have a lot. I know that.
We have oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what you define seasons, but we have the very 4 very strong, intense seasons.
Yeah.
When it's winter, it's really cold. Spring, it's really spring. Summer, it's so hot. Autumn is like really bright colors,
Yeah.
brown, yellow, red.
So you guys still separate into 4 major categories for the most part?
Yes, we do.
Okay, yeah. Because honestly, I think it was just some sort of like TikTok I saw where they were like Japanese people have like, I think it was more than 10 different ways to classify a season and what time of the year it is. And I thought that was pretty weird.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, you could extend to like rainy season. You have that.
Yeah.
It's called Tsuyu, and that's in June. So I wouldn't really recommend coming in June.
I love the rain, so maybe
And then we
maybe
have,
I will.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I love the rain.
if you don't mind tropical rain days, then come on over. We welcome you with open arms. But I honestly believe I've traveled quite a bit 30 now. So I would say springtime in Japan is the best in the world.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been, you know, a lot of places, Europe and Asia, Australia, Canada, bit of the US.
Yeah.
Springtime is like magic. Magic. The
Ah.
air, the smell, the sakura, just the vibe. It's just
Uh-huh.
it's out of this world, man. It's out
Yeah.
of this world. I always come back wherever I'm at. I always come back home.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm for sure gonna have to check it out sometime. I think if I ever get, not if I ever, whenever I get decent money, I think I'm gonna do a trip for some of the people who've supported the stream and stuff since the beginning. Thinking about Japan.
Right. Yeah, man. I like that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, it's this journey. I've been in it 2 years now trading, and it's, you know, as a natural introvert, it's kind of my vibe, but at the same time, community is so important.
Yeah, it is. I've learned more in the last month than I have in my whole 7 months, like, of, of trading.
Oh yeah, respect that. Yeah. I've kind of I was in another first community I joined. It was pretty cool. This guy, whose name was Tino, and he was like super into like the matrix of trading, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really good. It was so good. I came across him, and I no regrets, but he was just, it was too complicated. His strategy worked for him, and it can work for some people, but I need a lot more simple. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, he had indicators,
Oh, yeah.
EMAs, colors, but it was good. You know, he was all about market makers moving the price with liquidity. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's all about the market makers trying to take money, which is true. You know,
Yeah.
but I was like this. I love the energy of him, but yeah, it was just so cool.
Yeah, I can't do that. I have to have simple rules.
Exactly. That's why I was like simplicity, naked chart. So key.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be right back after use the bathroom.
No problem, man.
जी आया 2 मिनट
All right, I'm back.
Did you take a trade?
No, so there was a
Okay.
trade that did happen around 9:20. Well, I guess that doesn't make sense. Around NYC Open there was a
No,
trade.
yeah, New York,
Yeah.
New York 920, yeah.
And yeah, but it didn't have DXY confluence,
Flores.
so I didn't take it. But someone else did take it earlier today with me. Well, not with me, but in chat with me, and ended up playing out nicely for him.
Super noob.
Yep.
Is he here or is he just?
I think he has like a headphone in. Yeah, I think he has a headphone in, so if I call his name, he'll come back to the phone to take a trade.
I see. So you're talking about the 1 minute. There was a type 3. And
Yeah.
with higher time confluence, but just DXY was not.
Yeah. Yep.
See, okay. I'm gonna see 1 minute.
Yeah, higher time frame was.
10:30 at night for me.
Oh yeah.
9:30 at night. Well, right now it's midnight, but I'm talking about the opening is so it's 20. So, oh, is this when it broke? It was climbing up, and then I broke the higher low,
Yeah.
retraced, and then went back down more further.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice. I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no, that's yeah.
it was it was a clean, good setup, and it had four. I think it was it was 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, all having a setup to do with it, right? And I think 15 minutes.
Type 1, type 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour type 2, a 15-minute type 1. I think it was also a 5-minute type 1. So it was a clean setup, but the issue was DXY was flipping bearish around one of my areas, so I thought it was gonna reverse. But he did bring out a good point that DXY hasn't been like in sync with gold this morning, so DXY was less relevant. So I thought that was a good point.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because there's another sort of trader also trades gold, and
Yeah.
he's like doesn't use DXY. So
Yeah.
I take DXY with a grain of salt, personally.
Yeah, it's kind of been like my
Yeah.
like my North Star. Like I always use DXY, but I think I'm gonna try to start getting away from that.
I don't know if you are like, well, technically journaling it, and yeah, it is and it's not, right? It is in confluence, but then DXY has a mind of its own sometimes, right?
Yeah, I think it's important just to notice what kind of day it is. Is DXY affecting gold or is it not?
Right. But then it was also that like delay,
Yeah.
Because you're looking at DXY now, yeah, okay, at 9:20, 9:30 in New York time, it was going down, but then like 9:40, it started just shooting up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And interesting.
Yeah, so it's like, of course, there's always that delay too, which makes it sometimes easier, but also harder to see if DXY is affecting it. So yeah, I need to journal this. I think I have a journal of trades I take, right? But I think I need a journal of trades I see worked out that I didn't take. That way I can reflect on that too, Like, all my trades have DXY in my journal, but this one, I didn't take this trade, but this one worked without DXY. So I feel like I should make a journal for that. I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Screenshot. Yeah. Definitely. Journaling has helped me. The reason why these professionals always keep preaching it. It's just very key. But the tough thing for me, man, journaling the mistakes. It's
Yeah.
still tough for me. It's like you just don't want to like. Yeah, it's the ego, in it. You know.
Uh-huh. I get it.
Doesn't want to relive that. But you know, that's part of the journey, and this is why I love training. This is why I stick to it, because I love the personal development part of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very key.
I agree. The personal development part of learning to manage your emotions is really big. I like that a lot.
Same. Crazy. Who would have thought, eh? Watching candles on a chart.
That's true.
I definitely didn't when I started this. And yeah, I see it. I see it as it's. This is something that I'm gonna pursue. Obviously, this is like the vehicle that will propel me out, and then I will invest in other things, you know, like property and
Yeah.
invest
I
in
was
stocks and stuff.
I was talking to Supreme Noob today, and I was telling him how me and my friend, mostly him, but how he plans on creating a luxury car rental business.
Ooh,
Yeah, that way he can like
say-
own supercars and have them be tax write-offs.
nice. Hey,
And
the system is made here. We work the system, you know. Fuck yeah.
yeah, yeah, and so I was saying how that's the goal once trading takes off
Yeah.
for him at least, and I think I'll help out.
You guys, I guess, is he in the U.S. as well?
Yep. Yep. We actually started doing some businesses together before trading, but
Oh, okay. Was this the drop shipping?
yeah.
What's that different? Oh, yeah, I remember you saying last time. Big business here in Japan is parking.
Oh yeah,
Parking lots.
that makes sense.
And like always business coming through. Everybody has cars here.
Yeah.
Of course. In Japan, the OGs of cars. And people, you know, yeah, they're always out and about doing things. So if you have a parking space near a train station, especially, or like a supermarket or whatever, always packed, always full.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Easy to manage, you know, like, and nobody's gonna fuck with this place. It's Japan, right? I mean, they're not gonna vandalize or try and scam. None of that. Like, yeah. I have to worry about that. So literally now, I don't know if I doubt they have this in the U.S. because it would never work, but they have this new technology of parking space where they have a camera literally just on the parking spot. They have a camera where it scans your license plate. They don't have, that's it.
Really?
They don't have any barriers. They don't have anything to stop your wheel. Or, yeah, they just tell you, we're taking video of your license plate, and we have the time set, and you just have to pay, and everybody pays.
That's funny.
Like low maintenance, low cost.
Yeah. Yeah, the US could never.
Could never. I was looking at this. I was like, yo, a lot of the countries in the West, this would never work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't.
people just put on fake number plates, you know, a whole 9 yards. Not pay. You literally can just drive in and just park and then leave. It's hilarious. Japan is solid there.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. What's up, Lucky?
Chilling like a rim.
How's everyone? It's Monday, bro.
The green.
Any bad trades?
No bad trades.
Any swag trades?
Nope.
Like any like sick trades?
I mean, there was one that played out pretty nicely, but I didn't take it.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, what? It didn't follow my rules. I'm happy to be disciplined and miss a trade.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's respectable. That's respectable.
I heard a quote that's like, "Not trading is also trading."
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Not
weird to
taking
think
trade
about
is
it.
also trading. You know? Yeah.
It's always weird to think about. You can sit on a chart all day and you're still actively trading. Like, just doesn't make sense in my mind, but it does.
Yeah.
I've came under the conclusion that trading during closed markets is a gambling series. Like
You trade-
it does work. So what?
You trade crypto?
Yeah, like it does work, but it's like you gotta be very like respectful about your risk. If
Yeah.
you're not done out, man. And I got done out a bit.
Oh, what were you trading?
BTC, because like Joe Biden getting taken out of presidential race came through, and I was like, yo, what? And I nearly got liquidated on that position, but the price action just like stopped before I got liquidated.
Hello.
But I didn't close my trade, which was the problem. Hello, man.
Yeah.
What's up?
Nice to meet you, David. Okay.
Yeah, I used to trade BTC.
Why did you stop?
Too volatile.
Too volatile. Interesting.
Yeah, like, and it was also the beginning stages, and I was telling Hogan before that I was in a group in a community where this guy he was trading BTC most of the time, and that's what got me into trading, crypto and trading. It was just too complicated. It was too many indicators for me, and I just didn't get it. I just couldn't grasp it. I could probably now, after being in it 2 years, I might go back to it, but I don't know, crypto. I'm all about just buying BTC, hodling. That's it.
That's pretty decent planning. It's pretty solid planning.
I believe in crypto, for sure.
Same.
Well, more like BTC and maybe ETH and stuff. But yeah, trading is a different game, you know. I respect you doing it, man.
Thank you. Okay,
So Biden's out. I didn't know that. I didn't even look at that shit.
That basically made the market go like a bit crazy, and
I mean, it was expected. Dude was like, he's on his last leg, isn't he?
I don't know why that guy was still there. Like he was like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's crazy.
He's knocking on his fucking death's door, man. That guy.
Believe in me,
God.
There should be an age limit for president, 100%.
Bro was
Right,
like
exactly.
fuddling his words.
like so cringe, as they say.
Yep.
So who's running in his place?
Bro, Karma, something Karma,
Karma.
someone Karma.
Interesting name, Karma. Oh, is it a he or she?
It's she.
Don't go against Trump. That's gonna be a wild ride.
Really. I don't know if she can cook, but I hope she does. Decent potential.
There's a great quote I've heard. Not my circus, not my monkey. But they do influence a lot. Markets. Obviously, you gotta kind of tune in a little bit. Yeah. In the UK?
You say what?
Are you in the UK now?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Like south. I don't know how to say. South.
Like London South? South of
No.
London?
South of London. South of London.
Oxford?
Yeah.
No way.
Actually, no. Wait, no. Do you know where Portsmouth is?
Oh yeah, Portsmouth.
Basically there. Basically there.
Yeah, I visited Portsmouth. Yeah.
No way. Yeah, but what? Where's my
Yeah, I lived in London for like 6 years. I visited a bit.
Did you like London because it was London, or did you like London because?
Well, it's just because my old man's from the UK, and I was like, I wanted to take a break. I grew up in Japan. I needed a break from Japan, so I went to the easiest place with no visa required. And I had, I just heard London was cool, and this was, 10 years ago, so longer, 11 years ago.
No. Average day trying to get stabbed.
It's gotten worse now for sure, but around 12, this was like Olympic time, 2012, so yeah, it's like, oof, wow, 12 years ago almost. It was a good time, it was a good vibe that time. Everybody was happy, everybody was chill, but it was slowly getting worse every year.
I can't lie. South of London is not even that bad. The news makes it worse.
Yeah.
And it just depends on like how you're dressed too.
Hey Supreme, I'm not sure if you're here, but there's a decent setup happening. You sound busy though.
What are we saying, Logan?
What are we saying?
What decent setup?
It's a gold bearish move. Gold's looking pretty good.
The previous lower, what is it, higher low?
Yeah, higher. I don't know. I only know highest high and lowest low. Higher low, lower highs. Like it's complicated.
It's definitely can be, yeah. Kind of. I'm up 1400, so I think I'm actually just.
Oh, you're a rich day trader. You're one of those people who don't lose.
No, man. Oh my god, I just got lucky,
He's a market maker.
Yeah, market maker, man. I need.
do.
You got signals. Can I copy? I'm just joking.
It's because I did 3 sessions, you know. It was whirlwind. Asia, London, and New York.
That's crazy. I don't know how you trade that long.
So my situation is that I do part-time job on the weekends, and I have the whole weekday free.
Oh.
I just literally am looking at. Well, I'm not always on the charts, but I have my setup. I'm just at home. I have my own gym at my home gym. Treadmill.
Home gym. I don't really mess around with home gym. I like
Don't
the
really
convenience
mess around.
of it. But like, for me, I live like quite close to a gym already.
Yeah.
And like, out of pure preference wise, like public gym is kind of swag. Partly also because I go in the morning, so I don't have to like back up for equipment in the evening.
Yeah. No, I get that. The only difference is I went to the gym in the UK as well, and they got some good setups. Problem with Japan is that like a whole fucking fucked up thing where it's pretty much like owned by the gangs, so to speak.
Oh.
What I mean is that it's an alternative thing in Japan, so anything that's alternative and not as popular, it's very expensive.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so if you want to go to a gym, I swear to God, I looked at a gym just the other day. If you want to go 4 times, just they have this like 4 times a month system, and you have to pay literally like 90 quid.
That's crazy.
That's fucked up. 90 pounds, well, the equivalent of 90 pounds in Japanese yen, just 4 times a month. And if you want to do more, you obviously have to pay extra.
Like, is that all gyms, or is that just the one?
The popular main ones, right?
Oh, okay.
Just they're all so expensive, right? Then, so the health, that's one of the reasons why. I mean, like, you won't see like a lot of like gym rats or gym people, gym enthusiasts, CrossFits in Japan, because for so long it's just been so expensive that the people who can pay for it don't have time to go to the gym because they're working so much.
Yeah.
It's just so then these gyms want to make money, so they just rack the prices even higher, because it's like get their business return, all that. Yes.
Yeah. Do you know about Planet Fitness?
Yes, I know about Planet Fitness.
They should just do that, because like it's $10 a month, and everyone forgets they have the membership. Actually, that's probably because it's America. People don't work out and are unhealthy. In Japan, people would actually use the gym.
Also do like free slice of pizza or something.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things we do that relies on Americans being fat and lazy. So that wouldn't work in Japan. Never mind.
So, luckily, I'll just end with this. It was only like literally 5 years. There are some gyms popping up that are much cheaper. Finally,
Nice.
Young
Yeah.
entrepreneurs are just like, this is bullshit. We need to. So they're starting up some gyms, but it's just few and far between, and they're too far from where I live. So anyway, convenience and bench press, dumbbells, treadmill, that stuff at my house, at my apartment.
Yeah. I mean, calisthenics and dumbbells and things you can carry on you is probably the best option anyways. It's just, I think it's easier, in my opinion, than going to a gym.
Have you seen those dumbbells where you literally, it's like a portable one where it's just one set and you can just twist the ends.
Yeah.
And it can make weight or release weight. Have you seen those dumbbells?
Yeah, those are cool.
Oh, best invention ever.
Yeah, those are really good.
So good. I literally can go up to 40 kilos, which 45 kilos, which in pounds That's like 99 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot. For what though? What
It
exercise?
can go up to that.
Oh, it
So
can
it's a
go up to
dumbbell,
that.
one
Yeah.
dumbbell. It can go up to that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you were saying you can go
Usually-
up to that weight. I was like, holy cow,
Oh,
doing
right,
what
right.
though? Yeah.
Just bicep curls. You just.
I was
you
like
know, but-
flipping out. I was like, are you buff? Like secretly like jacked and we just don't know it?
It can go up to that. Yeah, I do like my workout.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're awesome.
So good. It's one of the best. I'm like, I want to kiss the guy who fucking made this thing.
Hold on a
Or
minute.
woman. On the cheek, my man. No diddy. No diddy.
Are you married?
Right then.
Me?
You can inform your wife.
Yeah. Are you dating someone or married?
I gotta go.
How dare you cheat?
I need
This guy needs an explanation.
some- cheat, yeah. I live, man. I ain't tied down.
I'm sure she would understand.
Innit?
Yeah.
It was a boy. It was a guy.
Hold on a minute.
Oh,
Part of me realizes maybe I am greedy.
I just gold is hitting like resistance.
Yeah, it is.
It's bounced off this resistance a lot.
It's a pretty hard resistance, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna take profit once it bounces off that again. Hmm. What's up, Supreme?
Nothing much. Just looking at the short
80
terms.
million.
$80 million, $14 Fortnite card.
Another solid 5-minute type line.
Yeah, pretty decent setup here happening.
My name is what? My name is who? My name is what? Some shit.
Curious, are you guys gonna keep subscribing to Tom's group?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He
Keep
asked.
subscribing
yeah.
to Tom's group.
Are you
He
even?
said he's like gonna raise the price.
Yeah, to 130.
No,
Right.
the premium, yeah. Till like, I don't know, in beginning of August probably. Dang it, I should continue.
Oh,
Don't be the middleman.
Hmm. This is a pretty hard resistance on gold.
Yeah.
Might do a reversal.
don't know. I think it might go down.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Let me look at our time frames before I say anything rash. If it does come up,
Resistance hit.
there's not much for it to try to react off of besides this 15 here.
I think.
There's a 5 minute. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna move stop loss like pretty much half my stop loss instead of taking a full stop. Because I don't think there's any reason it would come back up that far and try to reverse. Alright, half risk now.
Resistance that's hit a few times. Weaker. And there's targets. A little bit of target. 1,378.
Yeah, DXY still doing good. I shouldn't really rely on it too much though, as I've learned today.
I wonder when it's like looking at DXY when type 3 is forming, opposed to it when type 3 is already in the middle. You know what I mean? Like when it's already formed and it's like kind of going its way. And you look at DXY, opposed to when it's just forming. I think it might be quite different.
I think you're right.
Because there's like delay. That's from what I experienced.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm understanding that now too, since I've been using DXY more.
Nice.
Yikes.
Yeah, I think that gold is probably fine. my gosh, people have been trying to message me from everywhere. Did not even realize. People people messaged my Discord like DMs and the and this voice chat call text.
Logan popping off.
Didn't realize.
Video really dog. Making it big already.
No, not yet. I need to make way more videos.
Man, keep it up. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Sounds good. See you later.
Right,
See you
Heading
next
out
time,
too.
guys.
Bye.
peace out.
Yeah. Luck trading. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Max just called me out. He said I was trying to, I was putting too much expectations on it winning and stuff. My psychology was bad. Yeah, he's right.
And I'm like, hello?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Oh my god, did you see something?
Yeah, I was saying how my psychology was bad for this trade.
Wait, what was so bad?
I was just grinning, like, I was expecting it to win instead of just being okay with whatever happens. Like, I was putting a lot of expectation and hope that it would win, when in reality it's just like, if this loses, then it's just for the greater good of me learning.
my connection stable?
Yeah,
No,
you sound good now.
connection, right?
Yeah.
How much percentage of your account size would you expect to gain? Like, do you expect like to gain per day before like calling it a day?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't really.
Duh. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea to try to reach a certain percentage by the end of the day. Just because if you do that, it like sets an idea in your mind that you need to take a trade and it needs to win. It's like, plus not to mention it's also like, what's your goal? Like, how much are you trying to do? Are you flipping an account or how much are you risking in general? Not just that, like, every trade is different. You're not gonna always have a 1 to 5 take profit, so it's kind of hard to measure that too. So it's kind of a tough question. I mean, I'd be happy if I won a trade. I think 1 trade per day winning would be about typically 1 to 5 risk to reward, and I risk like 10%. So 15% on the account a day would be pretty sweet, I guess. Yeah, but it's kind of a tough question because it frames it in such a way that you need to win. Alright, I'm gonna be right back after his bathroom.
Oh my god. I had.
Okay, so we're back at entry. Alrighty then. Let me just there's any setups happening. I'm still reacting to this 15-minute level. I'm just not wanting to get past it. I mean, I guess this is another 30-minute type 1. Well, like, I mean, it's not the best now, but I mean, this trade still isn't invalidated yet. But we'll see.
I was looking at that 30-minute type one.
Yeah.
But it's a 30-minute type one, but there's no what the heck? Valid that 30-minute type one's still valid, right?
You're talking about
though we
the
did
sell?
get a 1 minute type 3 entry.
Are you talking about the sell or the buy?
The buy.
Yeah. I mean, the 30-minute setup itself is valid, yeah, but
The entry model is not.
yeah, I mean, we would like the type 3 if you're taking a buy. I'm actually in gold sells though.
Yeah, I was looking for a buy. There's a buy just makes sense. Buy. Markets we actually started coming back down, but it never got south. It never got break the highs. So I can get it south.
Yeah. I mean, DXY is flipping, yeah. But I mean, it hasn't been most sync for a little bit.
We had 15 minutes at almost. Makes sense, but there's even
Alright, that's one of my positions closed. Still in for the other two, a full stop loss. Oh, this trade is taking way too long, definitely. It's just gonna keep teasing me. I'm tempted just to close this trade and call it a loss. I just don't want to be here. It's taking forever. Yeah, I need to come up with a different plan for stream. I can't just be sitting here for 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 hours just staring at charts. That's not fun enough. Yeah, it's such a long trade. Thing is, I just want to close it and say it's a loss, but if it reverses, then it's a win. It's like, for the sake of the journal, I have to be here until it plays out. Maybe you'll tap me out now. I mean, yeah, this trade was already over with, like, a long time ago. Let's see, how long was the trade? 11:30 to... It was an hour-long trade. Yeah. I mean, this is a strategy that if it doesn't work, like in the first 5 minutes, it just doesn't usually work. Maybe like 15-minute max. But I think the trade was alright. I just think the take profit was messed up. I definitely should have just been targeting these previous lows. Actually, not even. It didn't even go all the way down. It's stopped out. $6 loss. Time to journal it. What were the types I entered on? Well, 1 minute type 3. Thought it was a pretty clean one, not gonna lie. And then it was a 15-minute type 1. 30-minute type 1. Yeah, that's it. 15-minute, 30-minute type 1. Now type 3. I think that's actually 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute type 2. The issue wasn't the setup. The issue was to take profit, I think. Because the setup played out exactly how it should have. There's just such a strong resistance here, along with DXY. Like, this is just such a strong zone right here. They both hit a zone and started rejecting. The hard part was during this trade, if I'm trying to think back and learn, I think the hard part was that I didn't think gold mattered because it didn't matter over here. Like, all right here, during this time, gold didn't affect, DXY didn't affect gold. But I thought it was just going to be the same over here. But it wasn't, because during this push from 11 to 11:50, we had this bearish move. So you can see that DXY did start affecting gold pretty in real time. It started affecting it. So like, I already decided gold DXY didn't matter because of it earlier today, when in reality it did matter in this trade. So once I saw DXY come up here and start doing a full rejection around here, I think I could have closed the trade in profit. Yeah, at least could have broke even. So I think learnings from this. Alright, yeah, so learnings from this is going to be check DXY to see if it's correlating. Well, check to see if DXY recently correlated. Because for this trade, at the time DXY was not correlating. At the time of this trade, DXY was not correlating, so it did not matter if DXY wasn't in confluence. During this trade, DXY was correlating, so it did matter if what DXY was doing. So I think that's what I have to learn from it. Yeah, you're right though. I was too focused on the win. It's not about that. I definitely needed to just take the step back and just accept it's a win or a loss. And yeah, I mean, like, I was gonna close my trade a little early, around where was it, here? I closed half my position around here, but I was gonna close the other half, but I just needed to take that full loss, almost to remind myself that it's not about this single trade, it's about the trades, all the trades. Time to journal this. All right. Yeah, I bet you happy you went to the gym instead of traded this. I think it was honestly a clean setup, so I'm not worried about the setup. Yeah, I think I just learned to see if DXY is correlated. Because I mean, I feel like this showed me the difference between DXY being correlated and DXY not. Like you can see from 11 to 11:42, and from 11 to 11:42. This is actually 11:50, but you can see it correlated for this move, which is the breakthrough, the break of structure on the change of character. You know, and then the retest. You can see that that move was pretty reliant on DXY, and it correlated for that. But I think Noob was right, and Supreme Noob was right. And if you go to the DXY on this, let's see, from 9:10 to 9:48. Let's see what DXY was doing. Yeah, you can just see DXY just being sideways, almost even a little downtrend. Like, it just didn't correlate. So why would you care if it correlated for your entry? Let's see. It was also bullish from 8:25 to 8:45, so that means that should be bearish from 8:25 to 8:45. Yeah, it actually was. .45 right there. So it did have some correlation, but it doesn't seem that strong. Plus, this had like 15,000 setups on it, and a 4-hour flip. I mean, like, I feel like that 4-hour flip was kind of predictable. This didn't have as much. So, yeah, I think that's the idea. I just need to learn from the DXY. It's like, I'm starting to realize DXY is mostly about figuring out entry and not exit. I learned that already. But now I'm learning about when is DXY relevant. So that's something good. I'm gonna have to start risking a lot less though, if I don't want to blow this account. What setups was this? Let's see. 1 minute type 3. 5 minute type 1. 2. 15-minute type 1. $30-minute type 1. Yeah, there's nothing else. Trending. What would I rate this trend 1 out of 5? I mean, honestly, a solid 4. Just like what it was this morning. Did it react to an area of interest? Yeah, it was. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see I lost $6 on a $70 account. I'll just say 10%. Because it was almost $7. Trying to think if this would be a management win or a management loss. Because here's the thing. I think it wasn't that bad of a trade to get into. It wasn't like the worst low quality. It was just the stops were a little wrong. Like DXY was working out. Gold was extremely bearish. It did have some higher time frame setups. The type 3 was a pretty solid type 3. It's a little scuffed, but it did have a decent push down. But if it was a management win, I think maybe I would have just broke even. I don't know. I'm going to say it's a management win. I'm going to say it's a management win, but from now on, if it gets to 1-to-1 and I don't break even, it'll be a loss. This was a short. This was at 1100. This was a Monday. Sweet. This was actually technically Sunday. Alright, so that's it. That's it, stream. That's it, YouTube. Take a loss today. That's alright. Like, I got called out for today. That's just part of trading. I can't just expect to win all the time and create reasons why it's going to win. You just have to learn, be okay with the loss, write it in your journal, and then move past it, right? So that's the important part. Today may have been a loss, but I did learn a lot. I learned to check to see if DXY is currently correlating and not just being whacked and separated. I mean, that's pretty much what I learned. Yeah. It's just pretty much that. Like DXY wasn't correlated here, so I could have taken the trade. DXY was correlated here, so I should have figured out when to close and or at least break even on this trade. So actually, I'm gonna say that's management loss because I should have broke even because of DXY. DXY small loss. Just because DXY was flipping, and I failed to recognize that DXY was correlated. And so once it started to flip, I should have broke even, because at, what is this? 1206, what's 1206 look like? I should have closed my trade, and barely lost anything. Today was today I was trying to accept taking a full loss, but I should have broke even, or lost a little bit, because of DXY closing and it correlating. I don't know. Because last time I did that, I lost. You don't close because of DXY. Although gold did also hit 1-to-1, so it wasn't just DXY. Gold also did do its move. So yeah, management small loss. That's what I learned today. And yeah, next time this pops up, I won't be worried. So like tomorrow, if around 9, it's not correlating, I'm not going to be worried about it. I'm still going to take the trade. Also today at 7, there's a good trade. So I'm probably going to try to wake up again for that. So that's the plan. 7, 9, 11. I learned a lot from each one of these. And tomorrow I'm going to try to come back and do it. Replicate it. So that's that for the day. Thanks for watching YouTube. But that's it for a day. And that's what I learned. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.